Hello and welcome back to OpsKit. I'm going to say one word to you, and that's WebTex. Now those of you that are into your military stroke tactical equipment, those of you that need it and those of you that just love it, I'm sure you have heard of that brand name before. Now there was one particular product of theirs amongst many, but one that really started to become apparent through viewer requests and other information that I picked up along the way from elsewhere, and that was their trauma pouch. Right, now the reason for this, and it became abundantly clear once I'd actually received these through the post, right, as to exactly why people were showing an interest in them. Originally these were designed for military medic use. Right, and when you take a look at them, I mean they're standard sort of PLC sized pouches. They've got all the fittings on the back here, right? The mountings to fit onto your belt and your webbing and so forth. But I've got to say, even though these are made by WebTex, and I don't wish that to sound derogatory, all the quality of the fittings are, in fact, in my view, better than the fittings that you actually get on the original MOD issue equipment, right? And it's just everything about it. You've only got to pick this up. You feel the material, you feel the quality of the snaps, right? They snap shut. They don't sort of just about, right? But when you take a good close look at this, for a start off, we've got a see-through pocket inside the lid there, right? Obviously you carry whatever instructions in there you need to, but then we start moving inside. Right, now we've got, I want to show you something else in a minute, just give you an idea on versatility of this. Right, you've got a big pouch in the back, goes the full width, full length of the pouch, okay? But then through Velcro retention here, we've got another pouch in there, and also another one on the outside here. Okay, so there's lots of option for organisation with this. Right, now when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, it's one of those things that you find that, and again, sorry, my mistake, on the sides here you've got two pockets, right, with press stud closures on the top, one each side. When it comes down to this sort of pouch, yes, fine, it's got its original use as a medic's pouch, but you need to really think outside of the box with this, because by the sheer layout of this, it lends itself to other uses. And this is where we started to pick up on. Now this is something that my son is in the process of putting together. Now this is the same thing. Okay, it's just the black version of the multicam one that you've just seen, and just to prove it, there's a medical cross on the lid. Okay, it's got the same fittings on the back. Right, but what he's started to do with this is to turn this into a survival pack. Now, I'm not going to go into massive in-depths with exactly what the things are in here, but I'm just going to pull them out just so that you can see the versatility of this and the reason why I'm sure that all of you have got such an interest in it. There's a small first aid kit. There's a fold-in army stove with hexi blocks inside it. 2 packs of nails. That's in that one. In this one, there's normally a small GPS in there, but because I wanted to film this, he's got it. Right, in this pouch here, we've got 2 50-gram tobacco tins with fire lighting equipment in it. Okay, what else in there? Jet scream whistle. I'll close that up. In here, a cheap and nasty but very flat sheath knife. This is in this little pouch here that I didn't tell you about. I'll show you that in a second. Right, then move to the back. There is quite a sizable aluminium tin in there. It's about the size of a mess tin. Okay, so it just gives you an idea how big that is. Right, I won't pull out what's inside it. A chainsaw, hand chainsaw, right, for obviously cutting up larger pieces of wood. There's a card there in the top with different knots and so forth. But that pocket that I forgot to mention is in here. It's just like a little sleeve that goes the full depth of the pouch. In these side pockets, light sticks. Okay, so as you can see, it's not just a medical pouch by far. Right, it's not. It's also available in DPM, disruptive pattern material, which is the old UK, I think possibly the current Dutch camouflage pattern. Right, obviously in black and multicam. Right, the size of it, the actual size, it's 23 centimetres by 11 by 11 deep. Okay, so just to give you an idea. But the actual build quality of these, I've got to say, right, it's the first time I've ever had my hands on anything from WebTex, right, and I'm very impressed with this, right, and I'm not going to go into prices, I never do, as you know. Sorry, but the one thing I will say, when you look at the prices of these and look at what you get for your money, right, to me it's a winner every time. If you have any questions in relation to these pouches, right, unfortunately, as I say, it's the only thing I've ever reviewed from WebTex. Might look at some of their other stuff. Now I've seen this, right, and the way that I'm impressed with it, I might well look at other things of theirs. Looking at the way that this is put together, the quality of the materials and so forth, very, very impressed with this. Right, if you've got any questions at all, please feel free to drop me a line. Right, you'll find WebTex's web address at the end of this. Right, so, you know, I mean, have a look there and see if you've got any questions, queries. Right, if you want to know how these are doing later on, drop me a line. Right, I'll probably be doing a few down the road videos, right, of things that I've been using over the past year or so. Right, so no doubt you'll find that these will pop up, right, in due course. But I say, if you're new to OpsKit, please hit the subscribe button. Now, I don't benefit from it in any way, shape or form. What I do is free. It's not guided or led by anybody other than me. Right, but what it means is that when I publish new reviews in the future, as long as you've selected the email me when a new review is published, right, you will get the email letting you know when the next one's been released. Okay, so it's up to you whether you hit the subscribe button or not, but you're the one that will benefit from it, not me. Right, but thank you ever so much for watching. Any queries, let me know. In the meantime, bye-bye.